Let me just go ahead and address the microphone here. I'm not too fond of this microphone. I will be getting a new one. I've got to do my research to figure out what microphone doesn't sound like it's being recorded in a trash can. So bear with me for this episode. It's going to be about 20 minutes long because welcome back to the Commute Podcast, the perfect podcast to listen to while you're driving to work or going home or going out of town. My light to my patio was on. I'm going to turn it off. Listen, we got a few things to talk about today. The first being, and really the only thing, is Lil Wayne, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? This whole victim mentality thing is getting old. Are y'all not tired of it? Because I am. Entitlement is deadly. When you feel entitled to a show as big as the Super Bowl, you go on a little press, uploading videos talking about how it hurts you, but never congratulates Kendrick Lamar. Come on. All right, let's go ahead and talk about my interpretation of what Kendrick said about or to Wayne. Also, I'm about to clean my counter, so bear with me. That's why I have the camera on. That's what I was saying though. Let's talk about what Kendrick Lamar actually said. He didn't say anything too crazy in my opinion. I think compared to what he said to Drake, Wayne barely got anything close to a diss. I took it as Kendrick's just saying that my hard work and my success inadvertently hurt someone that I looked up to. And I don't know about you, that's not that bad of a thing to say, right? That's like me saying I worked so hard to get to the top that now I have the chance to compete with those who I love and who I value. That's not me stepping on them or saying anything too negative. It's just the fact. It's just the fact. Kendrick started off listening to Carter 3, and now he's at a point where he's competing with the man who made Carter 3, and he beat him in something, the Super Bowl. So it's a little bit of an odd situation. This mic on? Okay, it's got a green light. I was going to be pissed. So I don't know about you all. I don't think that that's anything too crazy. I don't think that that's the end of the world. And I don't agree with Lil Wayne's response to it, right? We can also compare Lil Wayne's response to Snoop Dogg. If anyone should be thinking that they got dissed or replying in a aggressive manner, it's Snoop Dogg. This man Kendrick straight up called him out for not, I guess, publicly denying that it was not his voice or it was his voice. Does that make sense? Like, Snoop should have been the one to have a problem. But how did Snoop reply? Took it on the chin and just said, you know what? Yeah, I did do something a little bit weird. It was edibles. He replied with humor, and who cares anymore? I don't. I really could care less. So I think that Lil Wayne's reply is cheesy. Say it with me together. Cheese ball. Cheese head. You're gonna destroy someone. And don't get me wrong, I understand the point of keep my name out your mouth, basically. Like that's really what this whole thing is. It's really just I'm grieving, I'm a little bit upset. Still, month after the announcement, I'm still so hurt and so broken. But just don't talk about me. Keep my name out your mouth, and I won't have to destroy you or whatever he's trying to make it seem like. Can we just can I just say that as a fan of both rappers, and I am a fan, I can rap 6 foot, 7 foot word for word. So don't get it twisted. I am a fan of both. I'm a fan of Kendrick just as much. I'm a fan of Kendrick, and I'm also a fan of Wayne. I'm gonna say they're equal. They're not equal. Does Wayne stand against Kendrick? Does he have a chance of winning against Kendrick? I would say lyrically, yes. But in terms of just, I don't know. The point that I'm trying to make here is that Wayne needs to stop trying to act like he can just easily destroy Kendrick. That's what I'm trying to say here. It won't happen. The battle will not be what Wayne is trying to make it out to be. It won't be just Wayne dropping a few songs and destroying Kendrick. If anything, Kendrick is more powered up than he's ever been. I personally don't think that it's a battle that you want to have, Wayne. I really don't think it is. And I'm not even trying to dick ride. Like, I'm just not trying to do that. I'm not trying to brown nose here. But let's just look at everything that has happened this year ever since like that. I highly doubt that Wayne is mentally prepared to battle someone who is as pissed off as Kendrick Lamar is lately. Kendrick's very first song on the intro, he uses it to call out other rappers. He uses it to call out the 16 people that he lost. I don't think he cares to be friendly with you right now. So I think that tweet should stay up. Don't delete it. But I don't think it needs to go anywhere further. I think it needs to stop there. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little bit off topic. Let's talk about this entitled victim mentality thing, right? For those who think that Wayne was snubbed, I just want to know why you think that. I'm supposed to be cleaning and I'm not cleaning nothing. I want to know why you feel as if Wayne was snubbed of something. I don't know what earth you're on, but from my understanding, the Super Bowl is a business, is it not? It's a business. One of the biggest, largest businesses in the world. You really think that after all that Kendrick had been doing this year, you really think that he didn't get considered? You really think that someone who we haven't heard much of this year, Wayne, you really think that they were going to choose Wayne over Kendrick Lamar this year? I understand if someone told Wayne, hey, bro, you're doing the Super Bowl LA. You're doing it. It's you. Orleans, we got you. And maybe Wayne got some paperwork. Or maybe Wayne has some hidden footage where they said he has the job, he's got the performance. I can understand that feeling a little bit like a snub. But Wayne said it himself in his video. Don't come at me. He said it himself in the video. I put myself in a position to believe that I had something that I didn't even have. Not word for word. Not even close. But that's what he's saying. He did it to himself. Right? He did it to himself. He made himself feel as if he won something that he didn't even try hard to get. I love all of Lil Wayne's, pretty much all of his mixtapes. I pretty much love all of his albums. But I never really felt much of a stage presence from him. The Super Bowl requires stage presence. Let's think about let's think about Kendrick, who has been performing. He can grab the audience. The pop-out show. The pop-out show was basically his audition for the Super Bowl. And we can even address this argument too. Well, nobody would be talking about Kendrick if it wasn't for Drake. Hey, guess what? As a huge as a huge Kendrick fan, I wholeheartedly agree, and it means nothing to me because the argument itself is so beyond stupid, I can't understand you. Regardless of what is making us talk about Kendrick Lamar, we are talking about Kendrick Lamar. Especially considering that this argument is against Drake, the culture vulture, and all of his fans can most likely agree to this statement. He keeps himself relevant by doing what? Ask yourself, how does Drake stay relevant? Every time a new artist comes out, so when Drake does it, it's not a problem. But when Kendrick does it to the person who is doing it to other small artists, it's a big problem. When Drake goes and is hanging around Jack Harlow, now he's hanging around Sexy Red, now he's hanging around Bobby, now he's hanging around Lil Yachty, now he's hanging around 21, now he's hanging around Future, now he's hanging around everyone, is no problem. Ice Spice is not a problem. Using them for his own little push to stay relevant. Guess what? It's not even a bad thing to do. It's business. It's strategy. I'm not saying all these things to hate on Drake. I'm saying that I understand what he's doing. It's strategy. Why do you think this video is about Lil Wayne? It's strategy. It's to get the video pushed out. It's to get my content pushed out. It's all a business move. But that doesn't mean that we got to say it's such a bad thing to do. It's strategy. So I don't think that Kendrick is in the wrong for what he did this year. He did the same thing that Drake has been doing for years, and he went to the source. He went to the main man himself, Drake. And now we're talking about Kendrick. And I don't understand you people as well. Like, what? I don't get it. Do y'all really? Let's take the whole choosing sides thing aside. Let's just pretend that there's no sides here. Are y'all serious? Are you niggas shitting me? Like, do y'all really think that nobody would be talking about Kendrick if he released albums? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Maybe it's because you're from the East Coast like myself. The West Coast is always talking about Kendrick. He's one of the biggest West Coast artists. That's what I think y'all get. You Twitter people, you Twitter talkers. Kendrick is up there. He is the big three for a reason. All right, I had to get that out of my system. So again, just to recap what I just said, the argument that we wouldn't be talking about Kendrick if this beef didn't happen is so silly because it's such a fact that isn't negative. They put Kendrick's name in their mouth. And this is the timeline we live in. It's just something you have to accept. J. Cole, Drake, they mentioned someone they shouldn't have mentioned, and they opened up a new timeline, right? You follow the thread? They opened up a new timeline where everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick used that whole moment to get this success. If y'all want to blame anybody, blame your favorite artist, Drake, for blame Drake. Don't blame Kendrick. All right. Kendrick fan had to, I ain't gonna lie. I was lazing just now. I ain't even gonna cap. Let me get back to Lil Wayne. I'm sorry. My fault, G. My fault, OG. Yeah, Lil Wayne's reply was silly. Dang, I done really went off topic and went a little rant. Lil Wayne was pretty cheesy right there, right? Like this whole destroying you thing. It was a big cheesehead response. Oh man. And I think for Lil Wayne, I feel bad for him as well because the Super Bowl did nothing to Wayne. Kendrick Lamar also did nothing to Wayne. You know who's really the big problem here? Us, you and I, the fans. We're the problem. We're the ones who keep feeding his ego. And I think that this might be a good wake-up call for him. I've been seeing a lot of comments stating that under Wayne's Twitter post, stuttering. Under Wayne's Twitter post, there's a lot of people actually calling him out. Excuse me, I burped. A lot of people are calling him out for that victim mentality thing. I like that. Let's keep that up. I think that it's getting scary right now. Like all of our best actors and actresses, all of our best entertainers, they're all getting entitled. They're all feeling as if we should just accept the bare minimum. I could just be out of the loop. I don't remember hearing anything from Wayne that I like enough to say he deserves a Super Bowl this year. Keyword or key phrases this year. I don't think anybody thinks that Wayne will never do the Super Bowl. I just don't think Wayne should do the Super Bowl for 2025. And that's what his response should have been. Let's talk about it. What could Wayne have done differently to reduce some of this backlash from the fans? Personally, if I were in Lil Wayne's shoes, this is how I would have replied. You ready? All right. I'm gonna try to talk like him too. This hurt. I want to say thank you to all you. Thank you to my fans. I couldn't make this video because I had to get strength. I had to mentally prepare. I kept breaking. But hey, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. I want to say I get it. You put a lot of work in this year. You deserve that spot. I'm gonna try again next year. To my fans, my family, my friends, I appreciate you all, but it's time to put in the work because there's still more work to do. I'll see y'all when I see you. Peace out. Boom, done. Easy. Bam. Did y'all catch the one thing, the biggest difference in my response to Lil Wayne? I congratulated the winner. I also acknowledged. Wait, did I? Did I forget what I just said? I also acknowledged the hard work that K-Dot had been putting in this year. And more importantly, I let my fans know that it's not over for me, that I'm not washed up. I'm not washed. I can still do this. I'll see you when I see you. I'm still in the game. I still got competition. I still got heart. I've got integrity, accountability. I'm sick of it. Sorry. I'm sick of this whole crybaby, wham wham, goo goo gaga. I didn't get what I wanted. Wham wham tantrum, internet tantrum. Nobody can talk about my loss. The person who won the Super Bowl doesn't have the right to say anything about it in his music. Man, shut up, Wayne. Sorry. My fault. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. My fault. My fault, OG. All right. Um, my fault, Gangalicious Rex. Listen, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's bugging here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I've seen a lot of comments with a similar perspective and a similar thought process about this whole thing. It's cheesy, bro. It's lame. With that said, um, I got 3 minutes left for this video. I wanted it to be 20 minutes. Oh, I guess we can talk about. I guess we can talk about um, Dial soap. Hey man, I think I've talked about this in a video before. If you aren't using antibacterial soap every now and then, you're missing out on some fresh skin. Fellas, when my channel gets larger and I have an actual audience in the community, I'm gonna be making a video about hygiene. So I guess this is what is it, a prologue? Epilogue comes after the book, right? Pretty sure it's prologue, but this is the precursor to that video that I'm gonna make one day about hygiene. You going on a fresh date? A fresh date. You going on a date? 2 showers. First shower, first wash your ass. Right? Wash your ass. Now this is specific to how I shower for a date. It's very specific here. Very specific. Right? So I'm gonna wash my ass, right? I'm gonna use some soap. Any soap don't matter. I'm opening up my pores, right? This is key. I gotta get my pores open. The hot water, the steam, pores are open, right? I'm washing my ass. I'm washing my scrotum, right? I'm getting deep up in there, right? Bam! I'm getting deep up in there, right? Then I'm gonna wash my ass. All right? That's the first shower. That's the first phase. Second phase, antibacterial soap, because now your pores are open. But credit, I'm gonna dry my skin out. If you die, you die. No, I'm kidding. Lotion, oils, Vaseline, baby oil, Diddyfy yourself. It all exists out there for a reason. Don't be afraid to dry that skin for a few minutes. You're not gonna forget lotion. That's the key to this. Don't forget your lotion. Grab the antibacterial soap. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna wash your ass. Not your asshole, but your whole ass. All right. 15 seconds left. Mom, Dad, forgive me for my language if you somehow see this. I love y'all. Thanks for listening in. Enjoy my rant about Lil Wayne and his crybaby mentality, this victim mentality. We got to end it. Stop this entitlement. take accountability for your losses, move on. Peace out. Love y'all. Wash your ass.